welcome back to Dusty Coloring. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I just want to say hello and thank you for stopping by and spending time with us today. Today's video is going to be a September coloring book haul video, but these coloring books are going to be mostly Halloween themed coloring books or spooky gory coloring books for the upcoming Halloween coloring season that I absolutely love. Halloween is my favorite. It's been since I'm a little kid and it just kind of carried over to an adult. So I usually color Halloween colorings once a month all year round, but in September and October I tend to color a lot. So I did make a couple of purchases that are spooky and Halloween themed. So I'm going to dive into those, but as you can see here, I did get this book, which is not Halloween related, but I'm so happy that I've got it. It's the new Hannah Carlson book, the Atlantis one. I'm super excited about this. So before I start getting into everything, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you who thought of me, reached out, dropped a message regarding my move. For those of you that follow the channel know that we purchased a home and we were in the process of moving. We couldn't get into the home because we couldn't get out of our lease in our apartment, so we had some work done and the work was not completed, and then it was not a livable home and we had nowhere to go, and it was very stressful and very, very frustrating. But they were able to get us in, and it is now at, I want to say 93% complete. I'm still without some working necessities, but I'm in and I'm getting organized and I'm back on track. And for every single person that wished me well or gave me a positive message and sent positive vibes and thoughts, I want to thank you all so much. It really meant a lot to me and I really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get in. So this book has a ton of flip throughs and stuff on YouTube, so I'm not going to really spend time on it, but I did manage to snag it. Now I purchased this off iMusic. Now I tried looking for the link again because I wanted to see what else was on this site and I couldn't find it. I must have been doing something wrong. I believe I clicked on the link from a post maybe on Hannah Carlson's Instagram. I'm not 100% sure. I can't recall. I did start to color this picture. But this book is really great. I'm using my Brufriner rounds in this one, mainly because I don't like the way I color with my Prismacolors in this book. Even though the paper is phenomenal, I don't have a really good time using my Prismacolors in here. So anyway, I am excited to have this book. So yeah, so this was the one non-Halloween spooky themed coloring book. So now the spooky ones. So here we have Spooky Chibis by Alexander Franzese. I'm sorry if the book's a little crooked. I'm not fully set up, but I'm set up, so things are still a little off. I apologize. Story of my life for like 4 months. But anyway, so this is a travel size one. Now, I believe I have the full size one, which I must have purchased recently and then forgot because craziness. But I do tend to gravitate towards her travel size books. So now I wait and see if one she has is in a smaller version and I grab it. So I ended up getting the smaller version. And I absolutely love all of her work. So I don't mind having 2 copies, a big copy and a small copy. I probably will just dive into the small copy first because I do enjoy it better. And this I usually go in my alcohol markers and whatnot, and you see I have my little Halloween tape. So what I'm doing, you could see that. So then when my books are on my bookshelf, I can tell what theme is what. So basically I'm only theming Halloween. I'm going to theme Christmas books, mermaids, because I guess mermaid is a big thing. And, you know, that way I know what books have some mermaids in them. And then some autumn theme books. So September, October, I color in spooky stuff. And then November, I tend to go into, you know, more autumn themed pumpkins and scenery and stuff like that. Here's another one by Alexander Franzese, and this is Spooky Vibes. Again, another travel size. Another really cute one. Like I said, I love all of her things. They're just fun to color. So I'll be tackling that one within this month or next month. I thought I had another one by her. Oh yes, I do. I then grabbed her Spooky Houses. This is the color by number one. So what I like about this is that she gives you have color by number, and then you have the images in the back without the number, the same images without the number. So you can follow her template, which is right here, template right here. And then you can just color it your way. So I like that you have both options. So I grabbed this one. See, same designs without the numbers. I think that's a really cool idea, and I really like that. So I would probably maybe color like on my own and then do one of hers, or hers and then do my own, just to see how different they can come out. Like just like a little challenge for myself. But yeah, super happy to have this book. Then I went to the darker side and I grabbed some Crook Dark Beauty. I don't know why I didn't have this one, but I love all of the images in their books. They are a little gory and a little creepy, but that's basically what they're known for. They're horror coloring books, horror themed, I believe. But I do love the images. I'm not crazy about the paper. I feel it's a little rough. In the past, I have taken out a page and copied it on cardstock or my printer paper, but I don't really want to do that because it's just, then it gets sloppy, and I don't know. I'd either have to take apart the entire book and copy the entire book and then put it in like a PDF binder folder, or I can just give it a go in here. I mean, if you see Coloring with Elena, she colors in these books with her pencils and she makes them look like masterpieces. So I don't know, it's just me, I guess, and how I tackle this kind of paper. But yeah, so this is Dark Beauty. And another one by Crook is Freak Halloween, or a coloring book for adults. And pretty much the same kind of outcome, and scary pages, creepy pages. Ooh, yeah, I know a lot of people aren't into this kind of coloring, a lot of images. It doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna see what I can do with it, maybe have some fun, maybe throw in some glitter. I don't know, just try some different things in these kind of books. So this is Freak Halloween by Crook. Then I picked up Green Witches by Coco Wyo. And these have the black background, the black pages. The other side of the pages are black. This happens to be an actually really good copy. It was printed quite well. There's no like lines or any disruptions in the black ink, which is good. I'm not crazy about the black. If you go in with markers, I feel like sometimes the black comes through and it kind of just like screws up. It throws me off with how I'm shading with my markers a little bit. But the images in here are great, and it doesn't bother me enough to not buy books like that. It's just, I prefer the lighter backgrounds, pages, backside of the pages. So yeah, so this is Green Witches by Coco Wyo. And if you guys want to see full flips of any of these things, just let me know. So while I was looking, I came across Izzy's Spooky Adventure. And this is by Emily Chower. I'll put her name up here in case I'm butchering it, because I tend to do that with names. And this one is really cute. This is kind of like those spooky cute books. Paper's kind of smoother than the Crook ones. So this will be very nice for my markers. And I absolutely love this book. I think it's adorable. And I was on the fence with getting it. I have so many books with like images like this kind of style. But I don't know. I kind of went in blind. I only looked at what they showed on Amazon, and then I just grabbed it. And I am very happy because it's kind of cute and will be a nice, relaxing, easy coloring. And again, this is Izzy's Spooky Adventure. Sorry for the shake of the camera. Then I went and I grabbed Rotten Girls by Deborah Mueller. So I have books by Deborah Mueller. I like Deborah Mueller's but I don't love all her girls. But I did see a flip through of this book online, on YouTube. And I had some visions and ideas, so I picked it up, I grabbed it. This is kind of really like scary, gory, Halloween themed skulls and stuff like that. Some of the girls are so ugly, they're cute. So yeah, I know I went through that I flipped through it kind of fast. I apologize. Yeah. So I have ideas and visions, like some of the, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of some of her artwork. But I do buy her books anyway, because like I said, there's always a bunch of pages in a certain book, or 1 or 2 pages that I really like and I want to color. I think it has to do with how the background is, like what else is going on the page, which makes the girl more likable for me. But this is Rotten Girls by Deborah Mueller. I have another Coco Wyo here. I have Spooky Doll by Coco Wyo. And I like this one. I mean, obviously I like them all. But that's not always the case when I purchase coloring books. So. Pretty Princess. That's interesting. And it looks like they have chapters. There's chapter 1. I did see earlier when I was flipping through, there was like a chapter 3. So I guess there's 3 chapters. Trying to see if I can find one of the other chapter 3. As the doll continued exploring spooky town, it began to realize it was not alone. So I guess it's just a little thing about the chapter you're in, but there seems to be 3 of them. So, and this is, I believe, a newer one, and this is Spooky Doll by Coco Wyo. And then I did grab A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo, but that is in another pile because I completed a page. So that's going to be in my September coloring pages, completed pages. But I did pick up A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo. And then I grabbed the Mythogoria Frozen Nightmares. So I saw a flip through of this, and there was one page in here that I really liked that I pretty much got the book for. This one is by Fabiana Attanasio. So Fabiana Attanasio and Joseph Camping are my favorites, and I tend to buy their books over everybody else's. But the Mythogoria series, I have now decided to wait until I see flip throughs because I don't really love them. I want to love them because this is my kind of theme and the covers are so beautiful, but I don't 100% love them, and I'm not sure why. Maybe in my mind I have it thinking differently. I'm not sure really, to be honest. So I had this one waiting to see a flip through. And then I grabbed it. This is Frozen Nightmares. Okay. So I'm just flipping like this because I'm trying to see the page that, show you guys the page that is the reason I purchased this book. Well, that's a Yeti or an abominable snowman kind of thing, I guess, because it's like Frozen Nightmares. So I can make that work. It's weird. It's a dinosaur. Yeah, so I'm not loving everything in this book. I don't know. I'm going to have to try and challenge myself, maybe try something different with my coloring in these books so that maybe I can practice on things pages I'm not 100% in love with different kinds of techniques, and then perfect it. So this is the reason I bought this book, was for this shark page. I'm a big Jaws fan. I always was since a kid. And I kind of feel like this was like a shark, but you know, it was all the ice, and the guy's on the ice, you know, he's gonna eat him and the whole thing. But anyway, so I really got it for this page, and whether or not I'm ever going to color it, I don't know, because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, so that was the only reason I got this book, was for that silly page. Anybody else do that? You buy a book for like 1 page and then you don't color it because you don't want to ruin it. But yeah, so this is Mythogoria Frozen Nightmares. And that's it for my September coloring book haul. It really wasn't that much. I'm hoping that perhaps as the month goes on and October approaches, there are some more new Halloween themed coloring books. I feel like last year there were so many, or maybe I just hadn't purchased, and last year I just purchased so many. But yeah, this year I'm not seeing that many. But I do like to color in these kind of things, and I tend to color the cute ones and then the spooky ones and then the gory ones. So there's an array of different kind of things I color for everybody's taste who watches the channel, in case, you know, you don't like the gory ones. You'll see some cute ones and stuff like that. But for the most part, that is it. I do have my craft room going. It's not 100% organized yet. I'm still waiting to get my TV up. So I'm not sitting in here because I do like background sound when I color. Usually put on a movie or whatnot. But I'm almost there. So when I was organizing my shelves, I was pulling off Halloween themed books. So I do have a huge stack of Halloween coloring books that I want to tackle this month and next month. I'm just trying to organize it out, see if any pages are calling out to me, what I want to do. I mean, that always changes by my mood. But just right now, see if there's anything out there. So I will post a video with those coloring books in case anybody wants to see that, because I know there are people who listen to me, who do like to color Halloween themed books. So I'll post that video with those kind of coloring books in case anybody wants to get some ideas or inspiration. But that is it. Again, I thank you all so much for all your support and for your words of encouragement and positive vibes. And I am almost back. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again.